Hey guys, you ever started watching some videos on YouTube and decided, I think I could do that. I'd like to try that. Of course you have, because you're here. And that's kind of what I did too here. And I started watching some bonsai videos, and I figured, I'm sorry for all the noise and the wire here, but I'll sit here for now. I started looking at it and thinking, you know what? I'd like to try to make one. So here I got dwarf Japanese garden Jupiter from Lowe's, and I watched a bunch of videos and I'm going to try to make a bonsai. So I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. It might be a long video, so there'll probably be some editing, but I want to make sure camera angle is halfway right. And right off the bat, probably have guessed it, I am not a bonsai expert. I've never done this before, but I have watched some YouTube videos, so that has to count for something, huh? Let's get it done. Alright, first things first is what I've seen to establish the front of the plant. Now, I'm planning on putting it on this pot. There was no bonsai pots in my local garden area, as you can imagine that. So I'll have to reduce the root ball some, and so first things first, get rid of some of this dirt that's not needed. Any snips, put that out of the way. And go ahead and try to figure out what I want as the front of my bonsai. Again, more dirt out of the way. Yeah. And what I'm doing, I'm exposing the trunk a little bit more, because as they pot these, what I heard, they tend to bury them a little deeper each time to encourage root growth, and actually we don't want surface roots, so I'm going to go ahead and trim some of that up right there while I'm looking at it, trying to expose the trunk. And looks like that's about as deep as I want to go with that, so I'm looking at about right there. So I have some more roots here that I'm just going to go ahead and remove. And yes, it does seem like I'm going to be removing a lot of material from this plant, and what I've seen, that's pretty much normal to remove up to a third of the root ball and a third of the green material while making the bonsai. Now, as I see, you got this large branch here that swings around cascades. I want to use that feature, and also like this branch that sweeps around here. But this side is kind of far away from the viewer. You know, I kind of like this one better, where it'll be in the pot this way, and like this will be the front of the plant, and it will sweep around here, or maybe like this. Yeah, but this is the front of the plant. So that being said, time to start cutting away some of these limbs, and I want to go ahead and cut anything that's basically growing down to open up the plant. And if this is going to be my front, I want to show off that trunk feature, so I'll go ahead and get rid of that. And you got this limb growing down here. That's kind of crossing the other branch, the main branch. So get rid of that. I realize this is not going to be a lot of people's cup of tea. I've always been interested in bonsais, so there you go. Now this one here, same thing, is crossing the branch. And instead of birds smashing with my truck. That soil rack here, it looks like it's good fresh soil. Apparently this has just been repotted before it went to the market, so I'm gonna reuse that probably for now when it goes into the new pot. So I got this little branch down here, and I'm not sure how much you can see the camera angle, but what I'm doing, I'm trying to open this area up so you can see the limbs more from the front. You got more green growing down there. I got this branch. It's close to the ground, and to be honest, trees in nature don't normally grow a limb that close to the ground, so to the base. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that too. So I have this here, and some people is gonna say I've taken too much off. Some people is gonna say I've not taken enough. But bonsai, from what I understand, is about personal reflection, patience. So, and like I said before, I'm not an expert at this, so this is my first time trying, and I feel it's very important to always be trying new things. Actually, that didn't take that much to trim a lot of it off, and I'm kind of liking how that looks. I'll go ahead and take some of these little knobbies off the limbs, stumps, I'll cut off just to dress it up some more. There's some of my root ball right there. And let's go ahead and put it in the pot. What I did, I went ahead and put a wire in there to kind of tie the root ball down when it's in the pot, because you know bonsais are not deep. They don't use deep pots. Actually, this one is kind of deep for a bonsai pot, but it's what I got, and I don't like that. So, but they tie the root ball down underneath the mulch and the dirt to keep it in the pot, because you know the bonsai is not going to have the benefit of a root system like a regular tree or any other plant that you encourage the roots to grow deep. You're actually doing the opposite of a bonsai. You're encouraging shallow root growth. You're encouraging it to basically, I'll describe this when I was telling my wife what I wanted to do. It's basically everything you normally don't want to do to a bonsai, you do. Let me grab a pair of pliers real quick to tighten that wire down. I'll be right back. There. A little twist. Tie that down. And I'm gonna try to put another wire here to kind of brace it both ways through the same loop of wire. There. Now put some of the cotton soil in there, kind of stabilize it some more. And I'm sure there's going to be people saying I'm doing it wrong, like I said, but this is new to me. I'm learning. You should try new things. I'm sure this is not the proper soil for bonsai either, but this is my bonsai. If it doesn't work out, but when it does, I'll be happy. Alright, so from there, it's still very busy. There's a lot of growth right there. And I don't just take some of these sprigs off, cut them back a little bit, the tall ones. Again, more downward growth. I got for my wire to tie off the bonsai to train it, I got 2 different sizes of aluminum fencing wire from around the property. So to me, this is a very low budget project, which is always a good thing. Now, I got this limb here swooping around, and I got the main limb here in here. This one's just, I'm going to trim this back a little bit and take out here. Now, kind of liking that. I don't like, this is the front. I don't like this coming out at the, while I'm viewing it. So I'm going to trim this limb to about right here. I got that little, I'll try to clean that up a little bit. Now, I think it's starting to look like something. What do you think? I like the cascade going here. I want to continue it, but this one there can go. Prepare to wire it, and I got videos I was watching. They're explaining how to wire to train your bonsai, where you wire basically 2 limbs, and you aim for a wire that's about half the thickness of the limb you're trying to train. This one so far is generally going, I'm happy with it is. Maybe we want to thin it out a little bit more here. And there. So I might not even wire it at this time around. Might be something I'll do in the future. But there you go. I said it's not perfect. It's not by any means one of these professional done bonsais, but I like it. I'm gonna go ahead and go through here, take out any little dead limbs, dead foliage. And I'm gonna call it good. But hope you enjoyed this. I've actually had fun with this. and I look forward to maybe doing some more like this, and continue this training this one. So, like the video, you're not a subscriber, subscribe, and we'll see what the future brings us. Y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching.